Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I am doing readings for Pisces. Now, don't be disturbed, Pisces. You might see me wearing the same clothes as yesterday. It's because I'm doing these in advance. Because as I've mentioned, I'm on vacation this week somewhere. Not here. But these are scheduled to drop. So you might see a couple days like that because I'm doubling up days to make sure that you guys have all of your readings while I am away looking at sights and sounds with friends. So we have the Four of Cups, and the moods are indicators of my emotional set points. Today is a day of block. I always feel a little trepidatious when I think of the day of block. Because I always think, oh, geez, do we always have to have like something? But I feel that the reason these are is that when you are bored or stagnant, it's time to take a look around to see what needs to be done. Now I'm going to take a card out with this. I started doing this. I just want a validation card along with it. No particular reason. I don't know. Okay, they gave me two, which makes a lot of sense. Oh, three actually. Okay. So, I feel what they're saying with these cards that came out here, Pisces, is they're saying that you should focus on the vibrancy of the energy you're bringing in. Something that'll bring you into a more balanced state of being. Yesterday we had the Justice card. So, the Justice card is good. It rebalances to center, but you also have to rebalance for yourself. We were also talking about being of the self, being inside of your own energy, your natural state. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say this is not natural state. The Queen of Fire is not a Pisces, but she holds with her vibrancy and inspiration, creativity, and a confidence that you need to adopt right now, Pisces, to get you through these moments of stoppages, right? We tend to think of, I feel that the Queen of Swords came on the other sides. Our thoughts are dictating where our energies go. They usually do. One thought brings in another and another. And I'm going to look at this later on, but it says when you continue to focus on any thought, it becomes increasingly easy to continue to focus on it. Okay? Because it makes more thoughts available to you and keeps you in the energy. So be very careful about the stagnancy energy that you are feeling. It's making you want to fix whatever's got you in this energy. And if you just got caught in a trap or a spiral of going into this, because, it's easy enough. There's stuff that can come in and make you feel like, oh, I'm getting caught in all of these traps of energetic blech, okay? That's the only way I can put it. Be careful when you start with one thought and then go on to another and another, because it's very hard once you start spiraling in that direction to get yourself out of it, okay? Not only that, you start second guessing what you're doing, and you may be caught here going, I don't know. And the fire that's coming in, you see this beautiful, brilliant vibrancy that's coming in, may be missed by you because your thoughts are elsewhere. You see that? You're like, oh, yeah. So, like your face is going in this direction, go to thoughts that bring you personal balance and vibrancy and inspiration, rather than thoughts of what you did wrong and realities that are long past that brought the wisdom and left. Okay? So, I'm going to put these aside. I got a little stuffed up there. We're going to take the Power to Surrender card. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Interesting. I don't think we've ever gotten this one before. So how is your ego not helping you at this point, Pisces? Interesting. Some of you may have to work on that. You know, I don't take a lot of time to think about ego. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Okay. So, let's get clarification on this ego thing. A big ego can work against you. Be of service to others and come from your heart. Okay, so what I'm getting from these cards for the ego thing is that this may have to do with cases of increasing your value, increasing your riches. Okay, so you may be wondering, okay, I'm just going to say what Spirit's coming in with. Instead of focusing on the end goal of maybe becoming rich, this is just an example, okay, of just going me, money, I need money. This is not for all of you. This is for just a specific group who's maybe they're trying to get something going and it's just not working. They're asking you to concentrate your energy on how much you love what you do, how much what you do will help others, how you enjoy doing what you do every single day. Not so much what it's giving you back as in attention or monetary, more of that how it feeds the beautiful energy of love, compassion, and giving. That's what I'm feeling. Because it happens to all of us, right? We all want things for ourselves. And I'm not saying that's wrong. It isn't. But if you're doing it solely for that purpose, solely for just, let's say, I just want money, and you're doing a job, you concentrate less on what you're doing and more on just trying to attain riches or sometimes it's attention, right? Notoriety. I can't even say this word. That's the kind of thing. It's like shifting your energy in the right direction. The rest will follow. If you're authentic and if you are in a state of giving and of love, usually very good things happen, and it puts you in a space where you're grateful for whatever happens. So I believe that's what this is. If some of you feel like things, you're having a hard time, it feels forced, right? My moods indicate like you felt, oh, I'm stuck and I'm not getting anywhere, and why isn't this happening for me? It may be just because you're focusing on the wrong energy. Okay? So let's see. I'm going to put this out there here. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is. Yeah. Sometimes just doing the work that you love and not focusing so much on the end goal, even though, you know, it can be of concern, is a good thing. It's a good thing. The Eight of Crystals, dedication and progress. See, this is, the Eight of Crystals is the Eight of Pentacles. And that's the card of workmanship. That's a card of doing your quality work, the stuff that you want. The Six of Crystals is the Six of Pentacles, synergy and gratitude. So, yeah, the Six of Pentacles again. I love the Six of Pentacles. It's the card that makes me feel like you're in personal balance with yourself. The King of Crystals, courage and commitment. Also the King of Pentacles. A lot of money here. And the Knight of Feathers. Action and focus. Right. What are you focusing on? Moods are indicators of my emotional set points. So put your set points in a very good place to begin with, and you'll feel the speed of things. See yourself as being already a very resourceful person, especially if it has to do with your monetary situation or getting something off the ground. See yourself as already very successful. Look, you had the idea and you're feeling good about what you're implementing. That in itself is a success right on its own. You don't need anything else for that. Okay? Okay. You have the Empress. That's right, the creativity. Remember I told you there was the, well, with this deck at the beginning for this, there was the beautiful Queen of Wands, the creative one. But you have the Empress, which focuses on beauty and abundance. And that has nothing to do with, like, money is not beautiful in itself. It brings in, you can do beautiful things with money. But beauty is something that you can feel from the inside. And as soon as you do, you feel grateful and you feel abundant. And you attract a lot more of that. I know everybody says that. Every go-to book, guru book says that if you feel abundant, you'll attract abundance. But you know what, Pisces, it really does work. The reason it works so well is that you realize that every little thing that brings joy in your life makes you feel abundant. So you feel rightfully rich. And you can have some windfalls that make you actually feel rich for real, but they don't take precedence over all the other little things that happen. You suddenly feel very abundant for the littlest things and the biggest things. Okay? And that's a magician's tool belt. That's something that's going to bring you so much more than you can ever realize. Okay? And there we have willpower and creation in the magician. And it helps you create more abundance for yourself. Absolutely. The Five of Feathers is the Five of Swords, and they say strategy and resilience. You have to have like this armadillo, you have to have this shell, this hard shell that refuses to let those energies take over again, to give you a feeling of defeat. And if you feel defeated, it's a set point to let you know that you're not tapping into the right thing. You're not tapping into the right thing, and you're creating a spiral that's not going to help you. Traveler, and the Knight of Crystals. Okay, so you had adventure, potential. Knight of Crystals is endurance and determination. And I'm trying to ignore the fact that they came in reverse, but they're not going to let me, so fine. Fine. Oh, Lord. And the Star. Peace and healing. Okay. Because it's a day of block, of course, some of these would be in reverse. The thing about these, though, Pisces, is that resistance to these prevents beautiful new beginnings to happen. When you are so determined on how things are going to progress and trying to push things in the direction you want, You're taking the spontaneity and the adventure out of the experience. You have to stay open to surprises. You have to stay open, period. Leave your energy open to these things. Don't have a set way of it to come to you, or how abundance is supposed to appear. It appears in many different forms. Surrender to what is. That's the thing. That's like that beautiful fool. You know, when you see him on a cliff there, when he's looking up and not looking ahead. He's trusting the universe to just take him. This is what you need to release in yourself. You need to go, okay, I'm going to do what I love, and I'm going to trust the universe to help me out here, to give me, points of where I need to go. And then things don't feel like you have to endure it and always try to push it with your determination, right? This is the Knight of Crystals. This is the Knight of Pentacles. You don't get stuck in the details. He's the Knight that gets stuck when there's details. He gets stuck in the details, in the muck, looking things over. What can I do to make this, so that I can be successful and be the it? And sometimes you've done everything. You've checked every box. The thing that you need to change is you. You need to put the passion and the happiness and the love back into what you're doing. The star is, again, it's the peace and healing. It's the fear of not succeeding, the fear of failure. And anything you do is really not a failure. You learn something from everything that you move forward in. Even if you do something for a set amount of time and then that's no longer your thing, or something happens, Pisces, never look back on a time with regret. Everything that you've done, everything that's happened, you have learned some beautiful things that will serve you in the future. All right, so remember, at the middle, you have the Magician. All the tools, the beautiful tools of success already with you. It's like having the tool for everything. Whether or not you can find it, that's the difference between success and failure. Because sometimes the tools are right in front of us, but we're not seeing it. Because, I don't know, the pouch is deep. You can't see it or feel it at the moment. It's escaping you. But it's always there. The Eight of Crystals reminding you that your dedication to your happiness and the way you feel will help you bring in progress in what you want. It's going to bring beauty to your life, abundance. It's going to help you release your fears and just trust the universe to make things happen. And the star is a beautiful card, and it's also an 8. You begin with an 8 and you end with an 8. It's the real good work of going after what you want. The Knight of Feathers, he's about action and focus. And he's like very single-minded. Well, be single-minded of the good energy. Don't spiral into the focus of the bad energy. Okay? Because, and work out a strategy. I love that. A strategy on how to have that energy bounce off of you when it does show up. So that you don't get stuck. Again, this is a card of stuck. Because God knows the goal is, you already have it. You already know what you want. And you're already a success because you came up with the idea and the energy behind that thought, and it brought you joy to begin with. Just to hold on to it. That's all they're asking for. Hold on to it. Concentrate on the beautiful journey of right now. And don't drive yourself batty about the end result. I think that's pretty much what they're saying here. Last week they were saying, how do you bring, fantasy into reality? Sometimes it's an impossibility. And I think that some of these things may be driving you nuts as well, right? Again, there's a big emphasis on concentrating on the energy that made you feel good to begin with. So it's not necessarily the idea itself, it's how the idea made you feel. So take a good look at that, my beautiful ones. I'm going to come back and we're going to look at this card later. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings. Bye for now, beautiful Pisces.